Memories of Christmas. Uh-oh. You know what? No, it's not. Huh. Oh, that's so funny. This is the Christmas tiny homes. Gosh, you can tell I haven't had enough sleep. Hampson, the village, the little village in the end of the book. Okay. Awesome. Now we got the title right. Alright, the first day we made the little chapel. I made the chapel. And I should have just brought it in here. And I'm probably not going to make all of these on camera unless you want me to. Let me show you. We've done the chapel, Christmas cottage, the Ivy cottage, the shingle cottage. See if I can move you further cottage, the butcher shop, bakery, the Christmas tree, the toy shop. Now that's very cute. We might do that one on Tuesday. The Rose Cottage. This has a little outhouse with it. I think it's funny. And the Nativity. Definitely we're going to do the Nativity. I'm so glad they included that in this book. The carousel, that would be a big undertaking, but it would be fun. And the train. So if there's one here that you would like to see me color and put together on camera, just let me know. I think you can see pretty well there. All right. Suddenly got a big headache. Okay. See, I actually watch this on my iPhone so that I can see if I'm in the screen and all that kind of stuff. The one that I've chosen to do today is the Christmas tree. And I've actually done the Christmas tree, and I didn't really like how it turned out, so I'm going to do this over. Hey, Willow, how are you? Yeah. And this one has the instructions for it on the actual page instead of at the end of the book where it talks about the pages. Here, let me show you this again. So the first half of the book is all the regular type of pictures that R.J. Hampson drew, so we can make a book out of it, and some of them are very cute. I definitely want to try those. And then the second half of the book is the Christmas Village. So you get an extra copy of that. You can take a picture of that. And instead of coloring straight on these pages, I photocopied it onto cardstock, and I think that will hold up a lot better than doing this, unless you maybe decoupaged it at the end or sprayed it with some fixative, I don't know. But that way I can just redo this, maybe do a different one later. Anyhow, so that's what I did. And then the instructions here are at the back. And tells you what you're gonna need. A craft knife. I actually use scissors rather than a craft knife. A ruler. I haven't seen yet that I needed a ruler, but it could be in one of the later ones that you might need one. A pencil, tape, cutting mat. Yeah, I think if you're going to use a craft knife, you want to have a cutting mat, because otherwise you'll scratch your table up. But since I'm using scissors, I don't have to worry about that. And I do like this glue tape though, and I have some. This one is, I think, from way back in the day. I don't know. I might have gotten it off or at a craft store. I don't know. But anyhow, there's all different kinds. Well, that's the one I like the most. You can use glue also, but it gets a little, I was about to say, it gets a little sticky. But that's, of course, what you want it to be, right? This says the glue tape is much easier. You could be more accurate and quite messy. If you're doing this project with children, you definitely don't want it to be too messy. This is another type of glue tape that I have, but it doesn't roll that well on these pieces, so I just peel them off and then stick them down, and that worked really well. I have used glue, which also works well, but I think this by far, what this one does is it has these little dots of glue on here, just little, and I just put it over the place I want it to go and press my finger down, and they come off. And this is actually broken, so I have to do this manually. This is the Paper Studio. I think I got these at either Walmart or Joann, I can't remember. But anyway, so yeah, glue tape, you want that. Pencil, these things might be because you're using a craft knife, I don't know. So this told us how to make the chapel, kind of challenging, yeah. Oh wow, you know what? I didn't even get to show y'all this. This is kind of cool. The last time is at the very back. You have color palette selection, and you can write down and color out what you used. Probably I should have done that, because now I'm going to have to go back in my pencils and figure out what I used, but then I could just use something different for the tree anyway. And the very, very end is all his books. I would like to have Night Garden and Forest Song, but I definitely wanted the Christmas one so I could do some videos with it. And I think I might like the dragon one also. These other ones, I know a lot of people like the houses and the fantasy tiny homes and the steampunk, all this. But, you know, they're not they're not my thing. So I do like these a lot. And now the steampunk, I might be tempted on that one because I'm starting to like steampunk stuff a little bit more. So yeah, but I definitely like those three. So hopefully I'll get those pretty soon. Anyway, it's a nice book. All right, let's get started on this. Hey Willow, if you're still there, I will let you decide what color I make the tree. Do you want me to make it traditional green, or would you like me to make it some other color? If you're not there, then I will come up with something. Hey. The pencils I used before on the little cottage on the chapel, I used Black Widows, and those work pretty well, so I think I'll stick with Black Widow pencils. And that's what these are. Pale green, okay. Now, you know, maybe you know, I don't know, but I love sparkly things, so I'll definitely put some sparkly things in it. Pale green. Okay, let's look at some pale greens. Let me see, we've got, this one is actually called peppermint. This one is the very palest green. It's called wash green. So let's zoom in and I'll show you these colors. Whoop. We'll just use this as a testing spot. Okay. That's pretty pale. Here's peppermint, which may be a little bit more, it's not pale. No, it's more bluish. And cool green is kind of in between those two. It's not as bold and bright as the peppermint, but it's a calmer green. Gray green. I do have a gray green, a charcoal green, but that's pretty gray. Let me show you. Dark, but I don't think I can zoom in anymore unless I just put the camera down. Not sure if you can see that very well, but we'll try. We can always use two greens also. We don't have to just stick with one. Okay, that is washed green. Probably see, I used a marker on these just because it takes so long. But I don't have a pale enough to show up there, so I'll just use the pencil. Okay. Let's start with the small one because it's more fun that way. Okay. I want to use some strokes that kind of look like needles. So I'm going to start out just kind of in a line like that. So you get that up and down vertical. It looks like needles, that up and down stroke. I'm not trying to make needles in every single needle, just maybe the vision of the needles. Something I learned with the other one I made, and I may bring it in here and show you, is that it's only on the little one that you've got to go all the way up. All the rest of them, probably you don't need to color above like this line. And as we get toward that, I'll show you. My husband's home. Oh yeah, dinner. I forgot about that. My stomach should have said, hey, why don't you eat dinner before you start a live stream? But then I wouldn't be able to see Willow because by this time she's probably gone back to sleep or going to bed, being that she lives. If you changed your time, we're still 6 hours behind. But if you didn't, then we're 5 hours. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing any fancy coloring on this, mainly because of time, but also, you know, it doesn't need it, I guess. I just didn't want to. I might, what I'm going to use is some probably white paint pen and some sparkles on the circles and the sorry, I can't think straight, on those snowflakes, the snowflakes. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me give this a little more. loves Posca, but it's sometimes frustrating to use. But I still would like to have their, they call them natural colors, they're pastel colors. And then the very, the pen that's got the smallest, it's one of their new ones. And when I bought a bunch of art supplies from a lady online, this was among them, and it's got the very small tip, and I like that. I lost the lid, so I gotta put it in that. Yeah, I'd like to have those pins or the almost the smallest they have. It's on my Christmas list, but you know, it's not high priority because I really have enough paint pens that should satisfy anybody. All right. It's too hard to cover over these, so I will, when I cut this out and put it together, I will put some stickles on it. Yeah, this right here. Hang on a second. I don't know how to mute myself. Wow. Do you want to eat pot pie?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and cut this out. Something else I thought of doing. Oh, you know what? I could use this on the snowflakes, and they could be golden snowflakes, and it'll probably show it better. I think I want have a more of a add more of a gradient here. Guess that's all right. I do have a silver version of this. Yeah, this one's out. Yeah, let's try that. Well, we could do silver and gold. Silver and gold. You know, like silver and gold decorations on every Christmas tree. Pretty good. And then I may go ahead and just keep those snowflakes, the stickles, smaller scissor. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. Gotta be careful with whatever you put on here. I found out before with the stickles, you want to put it on after you do, just be careful of where your fingers are, or you'll end up with a spot like I have. I'll do the rest of the tree off camera, and I'll probably make a little short when I'm done with it. Okay. I'm going to bend that part. Okay. Now I'll show you this little thing. This really shouldn't take too much. It's got these little dots, so I'm going to put them, and then press, and then you can feel that they've gone on there. I'm going to use a little more. They really hold pretty well, but I like to put a lot on there. Many layers. Might be able to try this. Alright, so you got that. And of course I picked the smallest, most difficult one to curve around, but that's what I did. I'm gonna make sure that that's dry enough, which it is. If it's not, I'll just redo it. So you bend it around, and the bigger ones, this will be the hardest one to bend. So if you can bend this one, you'll be able to bend the other ones without a problem. Just push it down. I mean, you could use tape or glue, or glue tape, or anything. All right. And this one goes on the top of the tree. Let me show you. Once you color and cut out and bend each one into a cone, then this piece right here is the bottom, and you stand it up and then just put all the other ones on top. You don't have to glue those, although you can if you want to. And if you do glue them down, make sure they're all in the spot that you want them to be. What I've found is that I put this seam of each one in the back side, and that works pretty nice. So there we go. Yeah, that's, if you can bend this one. Hey, Willow, R.J. Hampson is in England, so I know that you can get this book there if you wanted to try it. This is the first book of his that I've gotten, and I want to do this one. It's called The Three Cranky Camels. That's just too funny. I gotta do that one. Some people actually do take the pages out and photocopy them on thicker paper, and that way they can, use whatever medium they want to. This is Amazon printed paper, so it's kind of thin. You can still color on it pretty easily with just about anything. I mean, I've used Prisma's polychromos and black widows on them, so that's kind of neat. Now this will be fun. Over here is the little candy canes. Oh, so tiny. Keep losing the camera. I wonder how long it took some of the other channels to get their camera right. Here's the little peppermints. I love peppermint. Peppermint tea, peppermint ice cream, everything. Peppermint coffee. Ooh, I think I want to try peppermint coffee. Okay, I'm going to do that to the rest of this. The same way as the other one. I'm probably going to have to cut the string short. But if you'll wait, I will go get the finished Christmas tree. But you don't have to color up that high on this bottom piece, you really don't. And so you got your bottom piece, and I put the seams in the back. See, I've got sparkles and a little bit of sparkly pin on yes, so you don't have to go all in there. Then you take the next one, and then the next one. That's kind of neat. And then the last one that you've got to retape because I didn't put it out right. All right, we're gonna go with certain stuff. Use tape. I looked in the instructions, I might have seen that. Oh, I don't have to color all the way up. that. I think I'm gonna go a little bit higher. Yeah, a little bit higher on this. If I had colored them this way, the strokes this way, it wouldn't, you know, it might be okay, but this way it looks more like Christmas needles or Christmas tree needles. Something I did do with the other one that that I might do this is that I made it darker right here because that's where that little one's gonna fall, and so it's like a shadow from the above level. So there's really no right or wrong way of doing these. You just do it how you want. I had another idea of taking a silver. I probably should do it right this second. Just take this sparkle pop pin and line the edge. But if I don't let that dry, then it's going to come off. So, but I might do it just because I like to make things more challenging for myself. Thanks. It's I think you could do that with kids. They could color the tree and then the parent can put it together, because it's hard enough for an adult to bend those pieces around. Well, I could undo that and then draw. Yeah. I think on the top one, I will put the gold. I don't know why, it just seems fun. Some Christmas trees have silver and gold garland all around it. We have silver. My parents have all different colors on theirs. Okay, I think I will do what I did on the other one. This this top piece is tricky. I'm not sure I should touch it yet. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry first before I, whoops, that was weird. What is wrong with this pin? Okay. Anyhow, so yeah. Once you get the hang of curving the paper around, and you know, use tape if you have to, then it's really cute. I might just put a piece of tape all up and down the back. Just leave it like that. Oh, let me show you. This is the first one I did. Look at this willow. It's a little chapel. This one I used tape in some places because it was really difficult to do. But so on here I used, oh look at that, see I'm going to tape that or glue that back. I used sparkle pen on the vines and on the windows. And up here in the bell tower, I colored it like the sky, like you were looking through the top and you see the sky. Yeah, cool. Oh, and then I used silver pen on the door pieces. So that was a challenge, but I'm going to do the other buildings. Okay. It is really time for me to go. I need to eat, and I will finish this off camera and put it together, and I'll do one of those little shorts, and so you can see all put it together. And then I'll do another live stream for this project on Tuesday. Tomorrow is the 12 Days of Christmas Day 3, which I had this video titled that at the beginning, and I didn't sleep enough last night, so I'm pretty tired. I just got it wrong. Anyhow, I changed it, so it's good. We're good. And I will finish. I'll show you a preview of day 2. Did you see it? I will finish that up and have it ready to show if day 3 stream. No, and I'll finish this chapel back to Alright, well, I will see y'all later. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Willow, for our color choice. I like that. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I will, I hope you sleep well. I think it's after midnight there, yeah? Okay. Well, I'll see you later. See you online. Bye.